Hey, we're taking you out of bounds, New Mexico here at the U Sports Report. We're going to start off with some NFL news. Now, look, this news is going to make Kimbrey a very, very, very happy person. All right, so you know about Jalen Ramsey, #1 draft pick out of Florida State, defensive back going to the Jacksonville Jaguars. Now, the Jaguars recently have had a little bit of bad luck or unfortunate karma with their first-round draft picks. Last year, the #3 pick overall, linebacker pass rusher Dante Fowler, tore his ACL at the first day of minicamp.
Yeah.
He was lost for the year. So they score and they get Jalen Ramsey. Unfortunately, the first day of minicamp, he had a slight tear to the meniscus in his right knee. Here's where the good news comes in, Jacksonville Jaguar fans. It's okay, Kimbrey. It's okay.
I'm breathing.
This morning, Dr. James Andrews performed surgery on that right knee, and they said it was a success. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, Jalen Ramsey will be ready by training camp and the start of the season for Jacksonville, so you did not lose this talented rookie for the year. He's just going to miss OTAs and a good part of minicamp.
The football gods have shown Jacksonville a little bit
Yes.
of grace
Yes.
because, man, do we need it.
You're going to need it. You
need
have to
it.
do some
We
sacrifices
need
and
it.
what have you. The football gods are definitely going to make you earn any playoff trip you have
Yes.
this year
Oh, yeah.
or in the near future.
Oh, yeah. They're going to make us work for it, but hey, I'll take any playoff game. I'll take any wins that we can get. And, you know, Jalen, he had 2 opinions on that knee injury, which I'm grateful for. They gave him the opportunity to heal up. He went and had that surgery, and hopefully Jacksonville walks him through slowly but surely through those plays so he's on top of everything he needs
Oh, yeah,
to be.
they're going to take time. He's a prized possession. They're going to take their time with him. And he went to Dr. James Andrews. Dr. James Andrews is
The
the
man.
man when it comes to
The
all
man.
type of athletic surgeries.
Oh, yeah.
I'm sure his Rolodex is quite deep. All right,
Yes.
moving on to more NFL news. We've got a proposal for instant replay change. That's right. The owners met a few days ago and they voted to approve a replay change. And this is from Dan Graziano from ESPN. Dean Baldonado, the NFL's vice president of officiating, and other members of the league's officiating department in New York will be able to communicate directly with officials during games to help them assess the proper yardage following a pass interference call, for example, and they can stop a game to ensure that the proper amount of time remains on the clock. So they'll be making some of these decisions based on, okay, there was a holding penalty, to make sure that the proper amount of yardage was taken off or given to the right team, just to make sure that all the details, all the I's are dotted and all the T's are crossed in the NFL. So basically, I remember a few years ago, this is several years ago, the Colorado Buffaloes were playing a game and they actually got 5 downs instead of 4 to correct and prevent mistakes like that.
Yes, definitely. And you know, we're going to talk about this a little later in the Big Bright Idea, but it is very important for the NFL to make these changes. Even little tiny ones make the game better for fans and for the league itself. So
Exactly.
hopefully this works out well.
Exactly. The NFL is doing everything they can, maybe, to get instant replay right. All right, moving on to more basketball news. This time it was the ladies making it happen in the WNBA. We're going to start you off with the Minnesota Lynx taking on the Seattle Storm. The Minnesota Lynx have quite a squad on their hands. There you see Breanna Stewart, last year's player of the year for UConn. She's the rookie coming in now, playing against some of the big ladies. And hey, she held her own, Kimbrey. She ended up with 14 points. Isn't bad for a rookie.
No, it's not. And you know, with the WNBA, a lot of people criticize it's not as exciting or, you know, up to date as the NBA is. However, I disagree. The WNBA has a lot of women who have worked incredibly hard to get to where they are, and these rookies, just like Breanna, are showing us exactly what the WNBA is made of.
That's right. Rookies like Breanna Stewart and veterans like you just saw, Miss Maya Moore, player of the year at UConn, player of the year in the WNBA comes through. Look, I'll tell you this. If I'm out on the basketball court, I'll take any of these ladies to be on my team. My friends, be damned. We will win every game, of course, possible. All right, so this game was a tight one. The Minnesota Lynx were able to pull it out over the Seattle Storm, 78-71. Maya Moore led Minnesota with 17 points. And get this, all 5 starters for Minnesota scored in double digits.
There you go. And that's impressive because you don't always see that in sports, but the WNBA gives you an opportunity to see just how exciting this really is.
That's right. Absolute team basketball, the way the game game is supposed to be played. And look, these ladies can shoot. These ladies can shoot better than the men in the NBA. So I don't know what everybody's talking about with this being boring. Seattle, Alicia Clark led them with 20 points. And as we mentioned, Breanna Stewart with 14 points in a losing effort. But hey, young lady, you're representing and you're playing well. Keep it up. Keep it up. All right, we've got more games. We've got the Chicago Sky versus the Atlanta Dream. Oh, I like that name.
The
That's nice. It'll be a dream if they win the WNBA championship, but they definitely had a dream this game as they were able to pull out the victory over the Chicago Sky. These teams are good. These ladies have ball handling skills. They play more of a team-oriented basketball than the NBA. You don't see too much one-on-one action happening, but when you do, oh boy, splash, it looks good.
Okay, we might just have to have the Splash Sisters in the WNBA because some of these women have got mad hops.
Splash Sisters. Ooh, I like that. Okay, so next week, next Tuesday, Kimberly and I are going to give you our picks for the best Splash Sister combo duo in the WNBA. We'll do that for the Big Bright Idea. How about that?
I'm all over it, yes.
I like that. I like that a lot. There's Miss Deladon right there. Look at that beautiful pass. Oh, Miss Rebound gets the lay in and comes through. Look, I tell you one thing about Elena Deladon. She is a beast.
She is. She has a very high level of athleticism and a very good knowledge of the game. And like you said, these WNBA players play a very good team game.
Absolutely. Great team basketball. It's a 7-point lead for Atlanta. The Chicago Sky come back to make it a 3-point game. Unfortunately, that was not enough. Atlanta, the Dream, were able to hold them off. Mrs. McCourty had 21 points for Atlanta. Pondexter, 17 points for Chicago. They weren't able to quite pull it away. And Miss Deladon did not get off like she always does. But hey, you can't score 30, 20, and 10 every game.
You can't, but I'm impressed with the plays that these women made.
Yes, these ladies play hard and they play well. Like I said, any of them could be on my team. As a matter of fact, I think I could possibly maybe ride the bench on their team. There you have it. Out of bounds. Coming up, we've got the hot corner from Mr. Mav, where we talk baseball and give you everything you need to know about who to keep an eye on this season at the U Sports Report.